outside looking in. On the outside.
Alright, so come on. It's got a little rust right here. And just to smooth it out a little bit, I'm just gonna use the little sandblast that I have. Just get this little extra dirt off of it before I go back and spray paint it. So I have two different kinds of sandblaster. The one I'm gonna use is the 150 fine. It's not as rough as the other one is, where you're trying to really pull some real rust off of it. So I'm just gonna go with this little one. I could probably cut this one in half. And just a little light. It'll get all that little rust.
Good already.
Just trying to get it to a smoother surface. It ain't gonna be exactly smooth because I ain't really trying to do all that much, but just smooth enough and down to the paint enough to where it'll take this little paint when I put on it and it won't look so rough. I may go back with that harder one just to get this little spot right here because it's a little bit harder, a little bit rougher, but it ain't that much.
It's a lot of dirt, y'all.
That's rust, Bubby.
Oh, I thought it was dirt. Oh, got it.
I'm not gonna take these off just in case I ever want to put the mirrors back on. Like I said, just playing around on the weekend. Well, it's not the weekend because it's New Year's Eve, it's a Friday, but I'm off, so just to keep me around the house and keep me from spending money, I'm just doing something around the crib.
Man, you literally have 3 more days to stay home to something else. I'm coming down below if you're a big fan of hot Cheetos, because I know I am.
What you got, babe? Oh, that's
Just something simple. Then I'm gonna come back, guys, and I'm gonna wipe it down. I don't have any paint thinner or lacquer paint, whatever you call it.
Daddy, your hands are dirty.
Yeah, I'm just a simple man, so I'm gonna come back after I wipe it down with this, and then I'm gonna get ready to tape it off, and then I'm gonna spray paint it. Just see what it look like. Give me a minute. Alright, so I'm just gonna come back and just spray something on it. Got a little glass free plus. It's just a cleaner, just to get a little bit of the excess dirt off of it, just so I can have a somewhat clean little surface to paint over it. If you come close, you can see what color the truck used to be before I primed it and stuff like that.
Let's send that spot over.
I get a lot of eyes when I ride this truck down the road, and that's even with it being a primed down paint job that I did up under the carport. So I just take my time and play with it. You know, it's alright. And after this, I'm just gonna go back and get everything started to be taped off and set my little section up. apply that paint. Because you really want it to taste good. You don't really want to have any moisture in that. Even though it's a budget paint job, we still try to do as best as we can with the resources that we have. So just do what you can with a budget paint job. Alright, let's get this thing taped off. Alright guys, so as you can see, we went ahead and taped it off. And this is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. And before you start, you just want to give your spray can a little quick little spray just to make sure it's spraying right. That way you don't have any real mishaps when it happens. There you go. And it's looking pretty good so far, so just go ahead and go on with your move, man. And let's do it. Don't do too much because you can cause it to run. You don't want your paint to run, so just give it one little quick coat just to go over the blue. And once you come back after this dries, you'll run back across it one more time just to fill in any little spots that you may have missed with that first coat. But make sure you don't try to paint the whole thing as black as you can, because then you'll be sticking out with this particular part of your truck being extremely black and the other part will be a little bit lighter. Alright, so this is the first coat. The first coat actually could go pretty good with the way the paint already looks, because I painted this truck how long ago was it? Maybe 2-3 years ago?
2018.
I sandblasted the whole truck. The hood was rusted on it, all that stuff. And this is just wear and tear from rain and all the elements and stuff. Because I have another truck that usually sits up under the carport. So this one here is usually sitting out on the car, outside of the carport. But this is just what the elements have done to the hood and the paint over time. I actually could stop right now if I wanted to, because it actually coordinates really good with the paint that it already is. I don't know. Do you think I should go with a second layer on it, or should I leave it like it is?
Honestly, I don't, because it matches. You know, you're doing new paint on old paint.
Yeah.
So it actually, when it's dry, it looks almost mirror.
Yeah. So you think I should leave it like that?
Because if not, it's gonna be a little darker.
Stand out more.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Just out of curiosity. Here, pull that out. Let's see. Oh yeah.
It looks
That looks exactly the same.
identical.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do another coat.
Okay. Yeah. So
Perfect.
alright guys, so if you budget building like I am, I'm just a man with a plan, with a very small amount of money in hand. That's it. That's what it looks like when you take the side mirrors off your C-10, man. I'm gonna do the other side, but I'm sure y'all don't want to see that part. But that's what it looks like.
We'll show the finished product.
Okay, cool.
All right.